when it might make sense to apply from another country versus your own. Maybe you're working in another country is one example I saw, or stuff like that.
So it is not uncommon for people to apply in a different country. Officers will certainly be curious about why you are applying there. So the most common reasons, as Claire mentioned, somebody who is living and working in a country that's not their country of origin, or think about it this way, the country that's on your passport, right? So, and in this day and age, it is very common for people to go where opportunities are. So if you are living and working in that country, then the officer may also consider your ties there as part of the question of, the sufficient ties when you complete your education. So it doesn't mean that you necessarily have to go back to your home country if you were living and working somewhere else. But they'll be curious. Other times we will see some applicants travel to another country for an interview. That typically happens when there are no appointments available for a long time in their home country. So certain posts in Africa, this is very common. I'm thinking about Lagos, Accra, Johannesburg, Addis. These are countries that in Nairobi with very high demand. And so it can be a while before you can get an appointment. So some people who have the means may travel elsewhere. Again, the key here is to explain to the officer why you are there, why you've chosen to do it. And I do want to give a note of caution here. We are hearing that there is some discussion about not allowing people who are not residing in that country to apply, like to travel to another country. I don't see that this has been prohibited yet, but it may come. And part of that, so you should pay attention to the information that's on the State Department website about this if that policy goes into effect. But part of what might be motivating that are concerns that sometimes people may be what we refer to as forum shopping, meaning they are trying to go somewhere where people may not be as familiar with what's normal in their home country. And so to try to take advantage of an officer not knowing those things to increase their chances of being approved. So if you are traveling elsewhere just for your visa interview, strongly encourage you to think that through and be prepared to help the officer understand that it is solely about trying to get an available appointment. And so if this is where like you're close to the time that you need to travel, this is a far easier thing to share with the officer than doing this, say, in February when you don't need to be in the United States until August. That's probably going to raise some eyebrows with the officer.